Jim Crow was a Democrat policy, not a Republican policy. If you go to the minority communities, not one of them has any trouble getting an ID. Furthermore, if you talk to women, not that Democrats can tell you what a woman is. All of them can use the same ID that they use to drive. So what exactly is the problem? Feel free to go to any other country if you do not want to root for America. Maybe move to Ukraine or the Palestinian territories. I am sure that they will give you the freedom of speech to disagree or dissent. Or you can be like Eileen Gu, who now has allegiance to China. People like Mr. Stoller cannot separate our country from our government. To them, both are one and the same. It is hard to believe that liberals will not let this imaginary racism go. An Instagram reel that was not cut off at the end is apparently the end of civilization. Meanwhile, it is Democrats who believe that those of African descent are not smart enough to get a photo ID. So who is the real racist? Well, if they are going home to live with their parents, they just need to stay there for a short time. It is a holding facility for deportation, not a boarding school. We probably could give a lot more individualized attention, but Biden told them to storm the border. In truth, their parents brought this on the kids. Well, the goal should be to protect Americans, not the feelings of the doomsday predictors who are consistently wrong. Either way, like most federal agencies, the goal of the Environmental Protection Agency should be to wipe itself out completely. After all, everything that it does is illegal. Actually, both are justice. As I said a few moments ago, I blame the parents for bringing the kids over, or having anchor babies as an excuse to justify the prior invasion. Parents are being deported while not being separated from their children. It is a scenario wherein everyone wins. Ultra-processed junk such as mandated drugs with no recourse for medical complications? As I understand, these drugs are not illegal, and there is no push to make them illegal. If a person wants to take any drug, I will not stop him, because he has that freedom. It is the same with any drug. I just wish Mr. Deering had the same stance on the Supreme Court when it ruled that Biden could not unilaterally forgive student debt. In this present-day case, President Trump is abiding by the court's ruling, something that Biden and fellow Democrat Andrew Jackson failed to do. In short, the system of checks and balances is working as it is supposed to. Whether the ruling is just or unjust is another issue. Okay, riddle me this. Which party is threatening violence? Which side is agitating and rioting? Which side is looting stores? Which side is burning buildings? Which party is the one shooting the other side? Asking for a friend. Well, has there been any indication whatsoever that President Trump or his administration would target Americans? There has never been any hint at this. Unless you count the Trump derangement syndrome that just imagines new things that President Trump might do, but never does. Do liberals just meet in coffee shops to write their conspiracy theories?